So Praveen, you can start.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಪ್ರವೀಣ್. ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ನಾನು
Uh,
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
your voice is low.
Is it better now?
Yes, without the earphone is better. Yes.
Okay. So basically I am from Sirsi. So ನಾನು ನಮ್ದು Sirsiಯಿಂದ around 15 kilometers on the village. So I am from a agriculture family. So ನಾನು ವಿದ್ಯಾಪೋಷಕ್ it was just launched maybe 1 or 2 years ವಿದ್ಯಾಪೋಷಕ್ started at that time. So I think Raghavendra Kota was the head. So it was not grown as much. So only few people know. Initially, they just started in 2-3 districts first time. So that time I got assistant from Vidya Pushak. Then I think when I was in 12th, so that time CA course was also different because our CPT and so then when I completed 12th, CPT just started. So I enrolled for CPT. Then I cleared CPT. Then I started articleship in Sirsi only. So it was 3.5 years articleship that time. So 2 years articleship I did, and in between there will be PCC exam. That is now it is IPCC. So I wrote PCC after 2 years of articleship. So then I cleared both the groups in first attempt. So PCC for preparation I took almost 4 months of leave. So then after completion of articleship 3.5 years, then I appeared for final exams, and I appeared both groups. And first group I cleared in first attempt. Second group ನಾನು second attempt ಅಲ್ಲಿ clear ಮಾಡಿದೆ. So I was writing exams in Hubli only. So ನಾನು preparation ಅಂದ್ರೆ in terms of coaching ಏನು external coaching centers ಏನು ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. I just prepared by myself. So completely self study. So it takes some more time. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ self study requires some amount of patience, and ಮತ್ತೆ it takes little more time than going to coaching. So personally I spent around both attempts I spent around 3 to 4 months each. So where I used to study almost 10 to 12 hours. So that's how I could able to crack. And now after completion of CA I moved to Bangalore. So last 9 years I'm working here. So initially I joined a company called GMR Group, which is into infrastructure, which is a listed company. So I was working there in corporate finance domain. I was working in head office. I was directly reporting to the CFO, so I could able to get bigger exposure. And then from then I moved to, I thought, I wanted to specialize in certain domains. So I moved to ನಾನು ಈಗ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 8 years ಇಂದ. So where I work with UNIDO, United Nations International Industrial Development Organization. So that is what my journey has been. So now after CA, it's been a good experience, exposure, talking with a lot of people around the world, talking with the entrepreneurs or people who make changes in the world in terms of their technology or their what you call the concept, their ideas. So it is you will get a bigger exposure from coming from a village. Now ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ initially we will not have a confidence to talk in English only. When you come to metro you will be feeling inferiority complex, and then when you develop yourself and then you grow in a career and then you are around the people who are best in the industry. So it doesn't matter like ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ವೆದರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ well educated, doesn't matter. So it's all about how you put yourself into a particular area and work hard, and then can reach this level. So that's what I can share from my side.
Yeah. Thanks, Praveen. Well said. I request Aditya and Swati to share their experience and then their journey while preparing for CA and after completion of CA. How is their experience?
Yes, thank you. So I'll start with my journey. So I started chartered accountancy in 2010. So before that, even I'm from Sirsi. ಸೊ ಶಿರ್ಸಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮೂರು ಕೂಡ 20 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಸ್ ದೂರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಸೊ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್. ಸೊ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7 to 8 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ವಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಡಿಲೆಮಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. CS ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, CA ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, CMA ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆದ್ರೆ MBA ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆತರ ಡಿಲೆಮಾ ಇದ್ರೆ 1 attempt 2 attempts ಇಫ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಆತರ ಒಂದು ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So while studying second PUC, I registered for CPT exam. So as soon as cleared my exam, I gave a CPT attempt in December and I cleared in first attempt. So then I registered for BCom, but I did not go to the college full time. So because I joined the IPCC coaching center in Bangalore. So CAPS ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇದೆ, ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಒಳ್ಳೆದಾಗಿದೆ. ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಫೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿವೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋದು, ರೀಸನೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಐ ಅಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ there for like 6 months. Then I gave IPC exam. I cleared both the groups in first attempt. So immediately after that, I completed all this ITT orientation program and I joined the articleship in JCSS Chartered Accountants. So I joined articleship in 2012 February for 3 years. It was 3 years articleship. ಸೊ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಶಿಪ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಲೈಕ್ ಟಾಟಾ ಕಾಫಿ, ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಾನ್, ಈ ತರ ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಐ ಗೇವ್ ಮೈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ 2014 November and I cleared first attempt in first and second attempt in 15 May. So when I cleared my CA exams, I was working with another medium-sized CA firm called NJ Suresh and Associates. So I continued working there for 1 year. After that, I moved to Big Four, KPMG, and I joined internal audit department. So I completed almost 3.5 years in Big Four, KPMG in the field of internal audit. So again, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ opportunities ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್, ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಇವಾಗ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ 2 months ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಜುನಿಪರ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಜರ್ನಿ ನಂದು. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಟು ಸ್ವಾತಿ.
Hey everyone, Swati here. So had some connection issues, so I'll be sharing a screen with Aditya. So I started my journey in 2015. Basically, I did my IPCC during my BCom. I finished it in 2013, but due to some personal issues, I took a break and then started in 2015. Started my articleship in Bangalore. I'm basically from Yellapur, which is like 50 kilometers from Shirsi. It's still very small town compared to Shirsi and other cities. When I started, there were very few people who did CA there. So I could count that there were only one CA who had completed at that time. So Vidya Poshak has been very good support for me to start this, because I had some basic idea about what to do in future, like career wise, but I got a support from Vidya Poshak from my PUC. There I got this career advice and idea about what are the opportunity we have in future. So basically CA, I got a inspiration from the faculties of Vidya Poshak at that time. So I started my journey in 2011, finished my IPCC in 2013, and started my articleship in 2015, and finished my finals in 2019. I took 4 attempts to complete my CA. So after that, now I'm working as assistant manager finance in IT company called Corel Technologies. So happy to answer any questions related to study or career advice, whatever little knowledge we have. So yeah.
Thank you, Swati, and thank you, Aditya. I request Vital to share his experience and journey.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Hi Venki sir. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ವಿಠಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಧಾರವಾಡದ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಿಂದ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಹಳ್ಳಿ. ನಾನು ವಿದ್ಯಾಪೋಷಕ್ 2010 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು CA ಕರಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 2011 ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವಾಗಲೇ CPT ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆದೆ. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ನಂಗೆ CA ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ವಿತೌಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪೂವರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ವಿಠಲ್, ನಿಮ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಹೆಡ್ಫೋನ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಹೆಡ್ಫೋನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ like remove stop the video and then talk. Probably that might, because there is a network issue. Yeah. So now you try talking.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. I will start once again. Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi everyone. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ವಿಠಲ್. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಧಾರವಾಡ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಹಳ್ಳಿ. ನಾನು CA ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು 2011 ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PU ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವಾಗಲೇ CPT ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ನಾನು CA ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಸರ್ಚಿಂಗ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ which is affordable in the least cost and which is having a very good reputation. ಹಂಗ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನನಗೆ CA ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. CA ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಇನ್ಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ CA ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್. ಅವ್ರು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ CA ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರೇ CPT ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಡೆಸ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಅವರು ನನ್ನ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ CPT ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ CA ಚಾರ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂನಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅಪ್ ಟು 12th ಕನ್ನಡ, I studied Kannada. And I am from a village background. ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I have a dream of doing CA ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಏನು ಈ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂನಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ, CA ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಅವಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ನನಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಇತ್ತು CA ಟೈಪ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ಅಂತ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಡಿಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು. ಡಿಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು CA ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರು CA ಅವ್ರು ನಿನ್ ಕಡೆಯೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರ್ಸು. ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಸುಳ್ಳು, ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರ್ಸು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ.
Yeah, Vital, your voice is breaking. I think your network has some issues. So no problem. What we can do is we'll wait. So maybe after some time, once your network becomes strong, we can get back. So
okay, sure.
Right? Okay, Vital. Sorry. So I think we can start with the questions. Some of them have typed the question. One couple of general questions are there. One is asked by Charan. He says that, like, sir, some people were saying that now there is no scope for CA. So what is your opinion? So both, all of you can give your inputs. So you have to unmute and talk.
ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ದು ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ರಿಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಆತರ ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸಿ ಎ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೊಂಥರ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದೇ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ದು ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸಿ ಎ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸಿ ಎ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಇವಾಗ ಸಿ ಎಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಎಂ ಬಿ ಎಗಳನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಸಿ ಎನ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಆತರ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಇದಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ತುಂಬಾ ಮೇಕ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಇಂಡಿಯಾನ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೋಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಏನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್.
Thank you. Yes. Praveen, you want to add?
I think ಅವರು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So only thing is like if you think about next 30 years, 40 years, ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ because of the technology, a lot of automation is happening. So ಈಗ ನಾವು currently especially in finance domain, ನೀವು example ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ mostly we are working in accounting or finance domain. So what the trending is like the next blockchains or this digital way of transaction recording ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, so there will not be much what you call human interaction ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು it is one of the research is done. But still why CA is relevant there ಅಂದ್ರೆ there are so many control system ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, there will be so many auditing requirement ಇರುತ್ತೆ, there will be so many things which requires human decision making. Machines cannot replace the decision making. Machines ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ only can give you the easy of data, but the humans only can decide to do or not to do. So that's why the ಏನಂದ್ರೆ there is no question of whether it is scope ಇದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. It will be always be there, but it will be a different roles ಇರುತ್ತೆ. It's not like the same way what we are doing today. It will not be there maybe after 20-30 years.
Yeah, thank you, Praveen. I think yeah, both of them have answered rightly. As they said, like, see, the machines can only replace the do the repetitive works, right? So the CAs are not doing repetitive works. They are doing they are taking the decisions. Like you have to think and do the work. So your this profession is not going to get affected because every company will have finance department, right? So somebody has to monitor the health of the organization. That can be done by the finance people. So thank you. Let us take the next question. If anybody wants to ask a question, you can just raise your hands. I will allow the voice. Okay, so there's this question: which is the best place for articleship, a metro city or a smaller city, somewhere near native? I think like Vital has done it in Dharwad, and then you both have done it in Bangalore. So both of you can give your inputs.
ಸೊ ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇವಾಗ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಅವರು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್. ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಸಮರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ ಇರೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್, ಫೋಕಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮೂಲಕ ನೀವು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಬಿಗ್ ಫೋರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಸಿಟೀಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸಿಟೀಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಫೈಲಿಂಗ್, ವ್ಯಾಟ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್, GST ರಿಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಈ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಪನಿ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಕಂಪನಿ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮೇಜರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರೀಸ್ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಈ ತರ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಥವಾ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲೇ ತುಂಬಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯೂಟರಿ ಆಡಿಟ್, ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಆಡಿಟ್, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಡಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮುಂದೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಊರ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಸಿಟೀಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಊರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, 1 year ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಸಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಟೌನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಸಿಟಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 year ನೀವು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಮಿಡ್ ಸೈಡ್ CA ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಏನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬಿಗ್ 4 ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2-3 years ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ರೆಪ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಗ್ 4 ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಬಿಗ್ 4 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರೇನೋ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ತರ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ತರ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಸೈಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಡಾಟಾ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅದೇನೆ, ಆಸ್ ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಮುಂದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯಾವ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ತರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಅವಾಗ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Thank you. Yes. Should we take the next question, or anybody wants to add?
Go for next question.
No, we'll go to the next.
Okay, so I think yeah. Vidya is asking, being a BCom final year student, whether it is good to go through CPT or do the direct entry. So she's in BCom final year already. So by June she will become a BCom graduate.
Yeah, I think if she are already doing BCom and she's in final year, it's better for going for direct entry, because she already invested 3 years in BCom and she has the option to do direct entry once she finished her graduation. There is no need to invest more time in CPT again. So she has the option to go for direct entry. I think that's a better option for her.
Okay, so you like direct entry would be better.
Yes.
Is this the next question also? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Just to add another point over here, so it's better to start doing IPCC because of 2 reasons. One is that you don't have to unnecessarily register for CPT, study for CPT exam again, spend for those registration costs, then again do the IPCC. So if you start the IPCC anyway, you will be getting the practical exposure as well. So you'll get to know what exactly you have to concentrate, as well as you'll be getting a minimum stipend also. So you can ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೂ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ IPCC if she's already comfortable.
Okay, so which means the direct entry means it is starting with IPCC exam,
Yes.
right?
Okay. Suppose if somebody is in PUC, then they can go through, I think, CPT.
Okay, got it. Yes. So even the same question is asked by Yashoda. After degree, we can join to IPCC, like, so that's the question. So if they have to do IPCC exam, what is the exact steps somebody have to take? Like say a student who's in BCom, or it is for any degree, right? So if any degree student, if they want to take IPCC exam, what is the steps they have to take?
Aditya, you can answer.
You have any idea about this? Because we cleared CA long back, like in 2010. Praveen would have cleared very long back. So
Yeah.
So if you have any questions related to the exact step or the registration process, so it's better to post a question in group. So whenever
Right.
we get a time, we'll go to the website, we'll send you the exact link or we'll send you the exact answer for that. So I think that is the better way for the registration related questions.
Yeah, because the next question is saying that like though through direct entry, is 9 months articleship necessary for appearing inter exams? So I think that also probably these are all the latest developments probably.
So we have some idea. It's not that we don't have idea, but it is not correct to tell the incomplete details.
Correct. I got it.
Hello.
Vittal, can you answer that question?
Yes. Yeah. To appear for the exams, the completing of 9 months of articleship is necessary.
Okay. So 9 months mandatory, they have to do articleship.
Yes.
Okay. And is it easier to get that articleship? Basically, if we go and approach any CA,
Okay.
will they be like allow them to do that? Because they are just become freshers. So how would any like auditor will choose the candidate?
Yeah, it depends on where they are planning to do the articleship.
Okay.
If they are planning to do articleship in metro cities, then they can search the vacancies in ICI websites, or they can search. They can individually go to the websites of the some audit firms, and they can search the vacancies, and they can approach through writing the mail. Or they can directly approach to the CA firm. If they are planning to do CA firms in mid-sized cities like Hubli, Dharwad, they can directly go to the auditor's firm and they can directly approach to the auditor.
Okay.
They will take one small interview, and based on that, they will appoint them. They will take into the article.
And one more thing is like if somebody is not able to go to major cities, so they can do 9 months in wherever they are and complete the IPCC exam, and then they can take a transfer to the bigger city.
Okay. So which means like after 9 months, once you complete IPCC, they can switch to a different CA.
Yeah. Before completing of 1 year of articleship, they can easily take a transfer from one CA firm to another CA.
Okay, but will the CA allow that?
Yeah, he will allow.
Okay.
If they have to convince them, and he will allow.
Right.
From the ICA point of view, it is allowed. Only thing is you should communicate that with a CA before you joining, or so that they'll have different they should not have different expectations from you. Andre, you should be make clear the things like nanu hige ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ, this is my plan anta heli, then if you join, then I don't think any issue barutte.
Okay. I think Pradeep, your question is answered. And then Tejas, again, I think she's doing BCom final year, want to do CA. How to manage both articleship and coaching classes? So if somebody is doing IPCC direct entry, then whether they will be able to manage both the articleship and coaching classes.
ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ 9:30 or after 6:30 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ if you communicate that properly to your partner in the CA firm, so they will allow for 2 hours or 3 hours off. So like you can go to the tuition in the morning, and then from there you can go back to the office and complete your daily work. So it's better to start the tuition early, so you can do coaching plus work for some time. And once you complete the coaching, then you can save that time and you can invest that in revision. So like that you can manage. And normally in all the CA firms, they will allow time for the coaching.
That's good. Aditya, you were also talking about some like coaching center. You said you have attended and it's low cost. Probably that would be there in the mind of everybody. How much it would cost to do a coaching?
Okay, so I attended coaching in 2012. So that time it was hardly 15,000 for 7 subject or something like that. So
Okay.
now probably they would have doubled it, somewhere around 30 to 40,000. I can send the exact link of the particular coaching center and what are the syllabus and what are the timetables, when they are going to start the next session and everything. So the coaching center is in Bangalore basically.
Okay, okay, that's good.
I'll
Some
send it.
also in Hubli also you can
Yes, Praveen.
somebody is known to those, they can share.
Also, like nowadays, you can get this online classes like in pen drive or online coaching. So you can share with like 2-3 members. You can sit together and watch those videos. Like only pay for one video and like 2-3 people can share it and learn together. So that will be costed for you.
Oh, great. So that would be better. Like what we
Yeah.
can do is like if in any of the Vidya Poshak branch, if there are around 5-6 aspirants are there, and if they are really serious in preparing, probably we ourselves can register for one coaching, and then they can come and use it in our offices, like our libraries. Anyway, we have kept computers and facilities. So that I think Karthik will take a call after this. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Vittal, you have some you want to share your experience? Did you took some coaching?
For CPT only, I have taken a coaching.
Okay.
Apart from CPT, I have not taken any coaching or video classes for IPCC and final. I have studied on my self-study only.
Okay.
What I suggested, if if your family is going to afford that coaching course facility in your family, then you can go ahead and take the coaching class, take the benefit of that. And if it is not affordable by your family, then also you don't need to worry about it. And the ICI has ICI has done it has ಅದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ICI ಯಾವ್ದು ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can do it on your self study also, and you not necessarily go to the coaching class and coaching class ತಗೊಂಡೇನೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮೇಲೆನೂ ನೀವು ಓದ್ಬೋದು, ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. Nowadays you will get the classes in YouTube also. You can refer to those classes, and you can do self study also. ನಾನು IPCC ಮತ್ತು ಫೈನಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು self study ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. But it will take us a little more time than going to coaching. But it depends on our situation and facility.
Yes, thank you, Vittal. See, so the participants would like understand, right? See, in case if the coaching is affordable, you can go ahead and find out which would be suitable. Either you can go to Bangalore and take the coaching where like Aditya has taken, or whatever is more famous now. Or otherwise, the other option is Praveen said there are few in Hubli also. Or like if that's not affordable, then like Vittal, you can prepare on your own, and then if there are some serious candidates are available, we would from Vidya Poshak side, whatever possible, we would definitely be able to do, but not for a independent coaching. Like probably we can register for one video class, multiple people can use that. Great. So thank you. Again, Charan has asked a question. He has passed first PU, so his results have come. Congrats, Charan. How can I apply for CPT, and what is the eligibility for CPT? So that's his question.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. For registering to now it has become a foundation. Earlier it was CPT.
Okay.
For registering CPT, the basic eligibilities, we have to complete our SSLC. After
Okay.
soon we complete the SSLC, we can register for a foundation.
Okay.
But for writing the foundation exam, we have to attend the second PU exam.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
only we can probably the second PU exam will be taken in the month of March, April.
Hmm.
Soon we attend the second PU exam. We can write foundation exam, which will be conducted in the month of June.
Okay. Okay.
So,
So
if we clear the June foundation exam, it is valid only if you clear the second PU exam. It depends on the passing of the second PU exam.
okay. Okay. Just to rephrase, in case if the voice is low, what Vittal said is you can register for the CPT. Now it's called as foundation. For foundation, you can register for that. Eligibility is SSLC you should have completed. Exams you can take after you complete your PUC exam. So even before the PUC2 results are announced, you can write the exam, and then if you are clearing that, it will your foundation will be valid in case if you are if you are clearing your PUC also, PUC2 also. Vittal, one more follow-up question I will ask. So you said you have taken coaching and then so on. So how tough it would be for a PU student foundation course? Is it easier? Whether somebody can do it without coaching or with coaching? Which would how it will go?
Yeah, if they are going to do the CA without coaching, initially it will be difficult only because they will be not having any idea about the syllabus and concepts.
Okay.
But if initially it is better to take coaching for foundation, because in that time they will get some understanding and introduction to the CA course, and they will get the basic things what to do, what basic things to do for preparing for exams, and how we should be serious towards the CA course, and what and all procedures will be there in the CA course. All those things they will get to know in foundation course. So it is better to go for it is better to go for foundation coaching. Then they can do their self study for the further step. For the further step like IPCC and final, they can do it on their self study. I have done like that only. Initially, I joined CPT classes. When I was non second PU initially, second PU start alini non CA register ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ನನಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೋದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆದೆ. ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿನೇ CPT ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ PUC ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿ CPT syllabus also. It was very difficult to manage those two. ಬಟ್ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಾನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಬಹಳ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫೈನಲಿ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ CPT, because we can do CA in future also, but PUC is a very big thing that we need to concentrate first. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PU ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿ ಅದು ನೋಡಿ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PU ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಇದು ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ CPT ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. In between, we will get the time of 2.5 months. Then we can concentrate on that CPT exam and we can prepare for the exam.
Right. Thank you, Vittal. Yeah, the voice was little breaking, but fine. So I got it. So Charan, what he says is like you can concentrate on the PU subject. Once your PU2 exam gets over in March or April, you will have another 2.5-3 months before the foundation exam is it will be in June. So that's what he has said. Praveen and Aditya, have you also both done the CPT or it is direct?
Yeah, I have done CPT.
Okay, okay. So what is your experience in doing CPT?
If somebody is from a PU commerce background, if he is very good at studies, because I didn't took any coaching. So ಏನಂದ್ರೆ if somebody is good at academics and he has studied statistics or he studied in PUC's commerce, so then it will not be much difficult for them. But if somebody is not from a commerce background or they're little they need little help in understanding the concept, then it is better to take the coaching.
Okay, okay, good. So we have both the examples, right? So somebody have done the CPT on their own and then taken coaching. Somebody who have done IPCC on their own without coaching, and then somebody with coaching. So all combinations is possible. So it is not that you can clear the exam only with the coaching. Coaching is only a tool to
Yeah.
it will just enable you or nudge you, right? That is what we are doing in this group. So you are going to get all the necessary information, and then whatever documents or material, so you can prepare on your own. Great, thank you. There is this question from Sahana asked, if we complete the foundation in the month of June, then can we write IPCC in the same year in December? How is that possible? Is there a possibility for that?
I think there should be a 9 months gap after completion of CPT and before appearing for the IPCC exams. So anyway, you would need that 9 months gap to study for the IPCC exam. So if you complete CPT in June, even if ICA allows to attend December exam, it will be very difficult because you'll not be able to study all the subjects in 6 months, right? Because exams will be in the month of June, and it will take 1 month for the results. After that, you'll be left with only 3-4 months. Then you have to register, you have to get the books. So it is not practically possible also to appear in the same year. So there is a 9-month or 11-month gap once you clear the CPT exams.
Okay, right. So Karthik has asked, say he is studying in BCom first year, but in SSLC he has registered for CPT but not attended. So can he get a chance to attend CPT now because he has already registered? So will the registration will be valid even after 2 years?
Yeah, I think it will be valid for a period of 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, after expiry of 5 years, he can revalidate it. He has to pay some amount like 1,000 rupees, like that. Then he can
Okay.
revalidate it.
Okay, right. Thank you, Vital. So
And I think somebody also asked, is there any limit on number of attempts? There is no such limit. You can write hundreds of attempts. So there is no.
Okay, so but you have to register, like say one time we register, it will be valid for 5 years. So can we do 5 attempts or
No, nothing like that. In 5 years, how much ever the exam comes, you can appear for all the exams. Means, let's say in 5 years,
Maximum you will get 10 attempts.
10 attempts.
In a 1 year, they will conduct twice in a 1 year. Then we will get maximum.
Excellent. So Karthik, that answers your question. Even if you have registered in SSLC, it is only 2 years is completed. So still you will get another 4, at least 5 chances to write the exams. Good. Yes, that's good. So what are the other things? So now what I have understood is like a student he has 2 choices. One is going through foundation and then do IPCC, or after completion of graduation, instead of doing foundation, you can do IPCC. Means 9 months of articleship and then IPCC exam. So what happens after that? Once I clear the IPCC, what are the next steps? Yeah. Yes, Praveen or Aditya, anybody can answer.
Once you clear the IPCC, there are 2 options. So if if you are from the graduation, you would have started your articleship already. So then complete, after you clear the IPCC, complete the balance years of articleship and appear for the final exam. Or if you are from the CPT method, then once you clear the IPCC, so you can appear for the articleship once you clear the first group. You don't have to wait till you clear 2 groups. So once you clear the first group, appear for the articleship, complete 3 or 3.5 years of articleship, then appear for the CA final exams.
Okay. Okay. So which
So
means
one
like if sorry, yeah,
yeah,
Vital?
sir. I need to add one more note.
Yeah, go ahead.
Soon, once they clear the IPCC, and they can start their articleship, and they have to complete 3 years of articleship now.
Okay.
And they have one more option while pursuing their articleship. After completing 2 years of articleship, they will be having an option to pursue the industrial training. It is an option provided to the CA students to get an exposure to industry. They can do articleship in a CA firm. In that period, they will get some experience relating to audit and core audit and accounts. Once they complete 2 years of articleship, they can join to the industry, and they will get the exposure to industry. And it is, if they are going, if in future, if they are planning to do job, then it will be very helpful to do the CA.
Okay, good. Right.
I have
So,
done that one.
okay, so you have done the industrial.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Right. Thank you. So 3 years of you have to spend after the IPCC, right? So articleship with the auditor, and it will be with only one the same auditor. You have to do it for 3 years.
Yeah. Now it is 3 years.
Okay.
Earlier it was 3.5 years. Now it is 3 years.
Oh, so they have reduced it.
Yes. Yes.
So there are 2 other questions. One is, I think Yashoda has asked, is there any age limit for doing CA?
No, there is no age limit. Even 100-year-old guy can do it.
Okay, okay, fine. Right. Yeah. So there's no age limit. And then Charan again has asked, what would be the total cost for completing CA if one day attempt nalli pass madidre?
I think Vital can answer this. He is the latest.
Yeah. If they are if they are going to take a coaching class, it will cost more to them. And if they are doing based on their self study, then it will cost less.
So what would be that cost if there is no, without any coaching, if somebody does CA?
Yeah. Without any coaching, for foundation, it will cost around 12K.
Okay.
And after that, for IPCC, it will cost around 16 to 20K.
Okay. Okay.
Then soon they complete the IPCC. Before appearing final exam, they have to complete some like advanced ITT and GMCS course. These are relating to some communication skill course and basic IT skill course.
Okay.
For that, they need to spend around 15K.
Okay.
And for final, they have to spend around 12 to 15K.
Okay.
It will cost around, in total, it will cost below 1 lakh only.
Okay. So it will be below 1 lakh.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Fine. Fine. Right. Thank you.
Okay.
Great. So, yes. So any other questions? There is some couple more questions. Yeah. Which is better, writing both or a single group in IPCC? Okay. So I am not, okay. Yeah. So Praveen or Aditya.
From my perspective, it depends on you. Like, suppose nimge confidence ide nimge andre question is only about both groups ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ syllabus will be heavy, so you need to prepare more. So if you are very good at that ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸಿದ್ರೆ you can write. And if you feel that okay ಇದು heavy ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can write one group at a time. So it's not about which is good or bad, it's just about whether you can take that much load on. So it all depends on individually. So advantage ಏನಂದ್ರೆ you'll be able to clear both the groups one time sometime, or else you need to wait for 6 more months. That's all.
Another advantage of writing both the groups in one attempt is that you will get a conf option. Let's say if you have if you have cleared the necessity 40 marks, if you have obtained the necessity 40 marks, but if you are not getting 50 marks, the remaining marks you can get a conf from the second group. So ಒಂದೇ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೊಂದು ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
One more thing.
Yes.
If you have taken a coaching for both groups, then it is better to write a both groups only. And if you are doing based on this your study only, it is better to take individually and write it.
Great, thank you. I think it is based on how you are prepared. If you are well prepared and confident, as Praveen said, like you can take both, or if you are preparing on your own and then you want to in such case like what Vittal said, you do one by one. But the advantage of doing both is like that mark will be awarded. Like if one subject you are little less, then the other group, if you have scored more, it will get compensated. That's what Aditya had said. Right? I think this would have answered Tejas' question. Right? So one more, yeah, it's the same question she has asked. Okay. Any other questions, guys? One second, let me check. So anybody else, any other questions? You can raise your hands or quickly come or type the questions. So we have another 10 minutes more. So what would be your advice for those who are in PU 1 and 2 or those who are in BCom? So which would be better, say like you start preparing for CA when you are in your PU itself, or when you are doing degree, or after completion of degree you think about CA? Which would be the right thing, or what is the advantage or disadvantage in both the options?
So I think I suggest students to start taking PU option. So because in that case you can save 3 years of the time you will be spending in the BCom. The reason is that most of the BCom syllabus is already covered in CA syllabus, and it's more vast than what is mentioned in the BCom. ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ syllabus CA ನಲ್ಲಿ. So ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I missed to tell this point. So I did not do normal BCom graduation. So I cleared IPCC exam, then I appeared for the IGNOU University BCom, Finance and Accounts. So basically, once you clear the IPCC, you just have to give 5 papers. So adu mostly economics, human management, ಮತ್ತೆ English literature ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So if you give the 5 papers, you will get a BCom graduation certificate from IGNOU University. So ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ acceptable ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಡೂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಡೂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬೇಗ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಆಮೇಲೆ PU ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಟಿಲ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ PU, ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ CA. ಸೊ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ PU, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ PU ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. PU ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ CA ಇರುತ್ತೆ, CPT IPCC. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಯುವರ್ PUC in March, you will have 3 months time for June attempt and 9 months time for December attempt. So that is more than enough to appear for the CPT exams. So PU method is always suggestible, but if you are already registered for BCom, if you are going through BCom, complete it, and simultaneously you can complete IPCC and then appear for, undergo for the articles.
Yes, that's a perfect answer. I think like PU students should not worry about anything else. What they should just concentrate on their studies till PU completion of PU. Maybe they can just register for the foundation and wait till completion of PU. Yes. Yeah, Praveen, you had something.
In case if somebody is non-commerce student, then I think they need to prepare more. So they need to think like how they can accommodate. Otherwise, for commerce students, as whatever Aditya said holds very well.
Okay, great. So thank you. So PU students, you have an option. Like you don't even need to do a regular BCom. Once you complete your PU, attempt the either June or December foundation course, and then do the IPCC and articleship, and directly complete CA. And along with that, as Aditya said, if no BCom, you can do that. That will save your 3 years. Or if you are already doing BCom, as they suggested, complete your BCom and then start with your IPCC. Okay, so one more question. Is there any job security for CA after we get a job? So anybody wants to answer this? See, job security you don't have in any profession. So why only CA? Wherever you go, that would be my answer. Yeah, Aditya, you can give your review.
Yeah. So even in government sector also there is no job security. So CA ನಾವು mostly private sector ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದೇ ಒಂದು ಫರ್ಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಮನಿ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಇವಾಗ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನಿಮ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ನಿಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿಗಿಂತ ನೀವು ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಜಾಬ್ ಇಂದ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಇವಾಗ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪನಿನೂ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಜಾಬ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಜಾಬ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ದು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ.
So CAs and doctors, they can practice on their own, right?
Exactly.
No, if you do any other course, you can't practice on your own. So here your own like self job is available for you, right? Yeah, Praveen, you can answer.
Job security, I think from our I don't know what is in mind, but in answer andre can he lose a job? So for that question, yes, he can lose a job. But next question is, can he get another job? So that is very easy. So you don't have to worry about in a generation nobody wants to work for one job for lifelong, right? So it's just like instead of you are changing the job, company is asking you to change the job. Simple. In case if you are asked to leave the organization, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಲ if you are working a startup, that startup may collapse. So nobody will have a job in that company. So then obviously you'll get another job. So it's not about whether you'll earn or not. You can have an ample of opportunity. So nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Praveen. Somebody, I think Tejas has asked, is there a separate exam fee other than the registration fee, or is it the registration fee includes the exam fees?
I think there will be separate exam fee. Each exam you have to register. Like one is your course registration. That doesn't mean exam registration. For exam you have to fill a separate exam form, and there will be a minimal exam fee like 2,000, less than 2,000, somewhere in the range. Depends on the number of groups. So for each exam, each time when you are attempting, so you have to fill the exam form.
Somebody is asking CA and MBA, which is better? CA or MBA? Okay. It should not. So you are asking a question to all CA people here. So what answer your Karthik is expecting, I am not sure. Yeah. So Praveen, you can answer.
Karthik, it depends on where you do MBA. See, today, let me give one basic understanding. So, because if you do MBA, you cannot do practice, obviously. So, you are comparing this with the corporate expectation, right? So, company ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಬ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮ basic question. If I do CA or if I do MBA. Now, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ನಿಮಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. This is the first thing. So what you are capable, ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೇಗೆ ಆದಿತ್ಯ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, it's for that you will get a salary. Okay, so now whether you do CA, whether you do MBA, doesn't matter. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ for your education nobody gives value. It is all about how you are able to perform in that company. So you can do MBA or you can do CA, both there are people who earn well. So doesn't matter. But ಜನರಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಚೂಸಿಂಗ್ MBA ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ B school, or even in a B school, even if you are going to IIM, if you are not going for a top 5 IIMs, so then I think CA is better. So unless you are in IIM ABC or next to, and then one or two top B schools, otherwise CA gives you many options which MBA doesn't give. Because MBA ಎಲ್ಲಿ work ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, there also CA you can work, but MBA cannot work in the field where CA works.
Perfect. I think like MBA is a totally a different field. Why CA is different, and then second is MBA doesn't give you a job experience, but whereas like as a when you do a CA, you already have a 3 years of work experience. You have met so many, you have worked you would have served many clients. By the time 3 years articleship, you would have earned a lot of experience, which no MBA will give, right? So MBA, that's a different topic. So here let us not discuss that. But yeah, so Aditya, if you have some inputs, you can also give.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರವೀಣ್ ಅವ್ರು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ MBA ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಜೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಸೆಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. MBA ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಆದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು CA ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್, ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್, ಆಡಿಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ MBA ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಪ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ MBA ರೆಪ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. MBA ರೆಪ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ರೆಪ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ PU ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ BCom ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆತರ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಟೌನ್ ಈ ತರ ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಐ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ CA, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಇದರಿಂದ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕರಿಯರ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್, ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ CAಗೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ವೈಡ್ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
Good. So thank you. Any other questions, guys? So what I would request all the experts is like what we can try to meet at least once in a month, probably have this type of an interaction, and then when the like as usual in WhatsApp, these people the participants can keep asking the questions, and as and when you all get time, you could answer those questions. And then probably if you have any materials, or if you receive any materials, if you read something, some article which you feel that it would be helpful, please keep sharing that. It would help all these aspirants to prepare well, right? I think it's a good